welcome to this week's equipment class. For today's class, you're just going to need a mat, a headrest, a circle or cushion, a looped band, and then 2 light weights and a foam roller or a small ball. So we'll get started with the warm-up, starting off on our hands and knees. Starting off by dropping the rib cage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Dropping the rib cage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And then rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Again, dropping the rib cage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And once more, rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Then we'll straighten out the right leg behind and the left arm in front, looking down towards the mat. Small circles with the arm and leg, making sure not to arch the low back. And switch directions. And lower down. Left leg, right arm. Small circles. Making sure not to arch the back, so really keep your belly button pulled in towards your spine. Switch directions. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Then we'll grab a light weight in the left hand. If you want to make it easier, don't use any weight. We'll scoop that left hand down towards the right hip, and then opening up. This is just called thread the needle. We'll do 5 on each side. Just getting some thoracic mobility through the back. Good. 2 more. Last one. And switching over. Right hand, reaching down to the left hip, and then opening up, getting a nice stretch through the back. 3 more. 2, and 1 more. And then we'll put the weight to the side. Next, we'll shift all the way to the right side, straighten out the left leg and the left arm. Focus on getting the hips parallel to the mat. Once you have this, small circles. Three, 2, 1, lower down, shifting the weight to the right, to the left, straighten out the right leg and the right arm. Again, focus on getting those hips parallel. And then small circles. For 3, 2, 1, lower down. Next one, if you want to make it harder, put the roller underneath your hands. Otherwise, if you want to make it easier, just don't use any roller. Pinch your shoulders back, dig the toes in, lift the knees up and hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Next up, we'll lift the knees up and then we'll lift up the right hand and then the left hand. Dig the toes in, pinch the shoulders back, lift the right hand up, left hand, right, left, right, left. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left, and lower down. Lastly, we'll come into a high plank. If you want to make it harder, keep your hands on the roller. So step the feet back, pinching the shoulders back. Lift up the right foot and the left, right, left, right, left. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. Lower down. Bring the knees nice and wide. Sit back into the heels. Stretching out the upper body. And then lift the hips up and then leaning back, getting a nice stretch through the shoulders and the lats. And then we'll move the roller out of the way for now and we'll come onto our back. Starting off by imprinting the spine, bringing the legs into the tabletop, keeping the spine imprinted. Tap the right foot down and then the left. Nice soft taps. Shoulders are relaxed. gradually reaching further away. And for a change, if you want to make this harder, we'll tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders pulled back, reaching further away. Squeeze the legs together, tap both feet down. If you want to make it easier, resting the upper body down. If you want to make it harder, rolling up, keeping the chin tucked to your chest. Good. Try to tap further away. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. Resting the feet down. Then we'll grab the band, place the feet through the band, bring it up to above the knees. And we'll start off with the legs and tabletop, spines imprinted, shoulders relaxed. Pull the knees apart nice and wide and back together. Apart, together, apart, together, shoulders relaxed. Apart, together, right leg, left leg. Good, one at a time. Right leg, left, right, left. Make sure the opposite leg stays completely still. Good, right, left, last one on the right, and last one on the left. And lower down. Then we'll grab your roller or ball, placing the 2 feet on the roller. Bring the knees apart, arms down by your side, imprint, lifting up, and lower down. Imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower. Good, lift. Keep tension the whole time. Imprint and lift, and lower, good. Good, 3 more. 2, and last one. And then elbows on the mat, hands on the rib cage. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower down. Lift, and lower. Try to keep as much tension as you can. Good, 3 more. 2. Last one, keep the hips up, knees apart together, 2, 3, 4. Keep the hips up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Next one, arms across the chest, tension in the band. Imprint, lifting up, and lower down. Imprint and lift, lower, lifting up, and lower. Good, making sure to get the hips all the way up. Good, 2 more. Last one, keep the hips up, bring the right knee out to the side, left knee, right, left, right, left. If you want to make it easier, bring the elbows down. If you want to make it harder, keep the arms up. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Last one on the left, last one on the right. And lower down. Don't put the roller out of the way. Then we'll straighten up the right leg. Bit of tension in the band. If you want to make it easier, arms down, harder, elbows on the mat. Imprint, lift the hips up, right leg out to the side, together, out to the side, together. Keep the hips up nice and high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hips up, bend the right leg, straighten up the left. Left leg out to the side, together, out to the side, together. Good, try to keep the hips up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend the knees, rest the feet down. Then we're going to grab a light weight in each hand. Hold the arms straight up. Bring the feet together and the knees apart as wide as you can, and then lower back down. So your knees are as wide as possible. Squeeze and lower. Imprint and lift. And feet are touching here. Good. 4 more. Make sure to squeeze the glutes at the top. 3, 2, last one. Keep the hips up. Right arm out to the side. Left arm out to the side. Good. Keep the hips up nice and high. Left arm, right arm, left, right. One more on the left, and one more on the right. And lower down. Put the weights to the side. Few more here. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. Bend around the ankles. Pull the legs apart and back together. Apart together. Apart together. 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the legs up. Twist the feet out. Pull the legs apart and together. Focus on the imprint. Really work in the lower abdominals here. Keep the feet slightly twisted out. 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Keep the spine imprinted. Shoulders are relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the knees, rest the feet. Straighten the legs out. Toes up to the ceiling. Imprint the spine as best you can. Straighten up the right leg and lower, and the right leg again. So we'll do 10 on the right. Working the hip flexors. So really isolating the movement here. 3, 2, and 1. And then 10 on the left. Working the hip flexors on the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then bring the band around your feet. Drive the right knee up towards your hip and slowly lower down. Right knee again. So now we're targeting one of the other hip flexor muscles that crosses the knee joint. It's called the rectus femoris. Good, so going straight up and controlling on the way down. Try to get your knee up as high as your hip if you can. We have 3 more on the right. 2, and last one. Good, and then 10 on the left. Good, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and last one, 10. Perfect. Then we'll put the band to the side and we'll grab the circle. Give you a rest for a second before we get started. Start with the feet down on the mat. Circle just above the knees. Imprinting that spine, so really make sure you tuck the hips back before you start any of these exercises. So spine's imprinted, you shouldn't be able to fit your hand under. Squeezing and relax, squeezing and relaxing, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 3, 2, 1. Legs tabletop, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the circle squeeze. Slowly relax. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 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 2 more. Squeeze. Last one. Then 10 quick squeezes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest the legs down. Then we'll bring the circle above the knees. Squeeze the circle, arms across the chest. If you want to make it easier, elbows down. Otherwise, try to cross the arms. Imprint and lift and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. You can also grab weights. Hold them straight up. Lift and lower. Keeping the circle squeezed. Imprint and lift and lower. Pinching the shoulders back as you lift. Good, 3 more. 2. Last one, keep the hips up, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg out to the side, left leg out to the side. Right leg, keep the hips up, left leg. Right leg, left, right, left, right, left. Good, 2 more on each side. Left, last one on the right, last one on the left. Lowering down, put the weights to the side if you have them. Squeeze the circle. Straighten the legs up. Circle just above the knees. Bring the right leg out and the left leg. Right leg, left. So the leg doesn't move while the opposite leg moves. So one leg is completely still. Just really isolating the movement here. Right, left, last one on the right, last one on the left, bending the knees. Then we'll do one more isolated exercise. So squeeze the circle, straighten up that right leg, keep the left leg as still as possible, right leg out to the side, and back together. It's really nice here to keep your hands on your hips, make sure that they're not rolling, so you really want them to stay completely still. So make sure that left hip isn't lifting up. Good, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend the right leg, straighten up the left. Left leg out to the side, back together. Out to the side together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left leg. Then we'll just finish off with some lower abdominals using the circle. So legs to tabletop, squeezing the circle and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Legs up, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. Keeping the spine imprinted. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend the knees. Put the circle, actually keep the circle for one last exercise. So we'll straighten the legs out. If you don't have a circle or cushion, you can use 2 light weights in your hand. So we're just going to do a few roll-ups. But we're just going to use the circle just to bring a little bit of biceps and chest into it for a change. So legs are squeezed together. Reaching the arms back. Arms forward, chin to chest. Rolling up, sitting up tall and squeezing that circle. Working the chest, slowly controlling as you roll down, reaching back and rolling up. And again, if this is sore on your back, you could just do halfway and then back up like this. Otherwise, if you're able, trying to do the full roll up. Try not to let the legs lift and slowly rolling down, rolling up. And down, and then reaching up if you want to make it harder, and controlling on the way down. Good, 3 more. 2, and last one. And rolling down nice and slow. Then we'll put the circle to the side and we'll grab the roller. So if you have a shorter roller, just try to grab a few cushions just to put under your head. Otherwise, if you have the longer roller, just make sure your weights are handy. So we'll sit on the roller and lie back. So grabbing a weight in each hand, bringing the arms out to the side just to stretch out the chest. This is really nice to do if you're sitting at a desk or if you get a lot of tightness in the front. So I would recommend if you don't have a roller that's long enough, do just try to prop some pillows up just to support the head and just have the roller along the bottom of your spine. So just keep stretching out the chest. I'm just going to move myself up a bit here. So now once you have stretched out the chest, bring the arms down by your side. Then we'll work on a bit of balance. So we'll bring the right leg into tabletop and then lift up the left arm. Lower down, left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. Good, left leg, right arm. And then once you're ready, try the left arm as well. And lower. Right leg, left arm. And also the right arm. And lower. Then we'll bring both legs into tabletop. And then lift up the left arm. And lower, and the right arm. And one more with the left arm. And one more with the right arm. And lower down. Then we'll put the weights to the side, imprint the spine. The closer your hands are to the roller, the harder it is. If you want to make it easier, bring the hands out wider. So we'll imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, straighten up the right leg only, small circles with the right leg, keeping the spine imprinted here. And then bend the right leg, straighten up the left leg, small circles. Try to keep that right leg as still as possible. And bend the knees, rest the feet. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs up. Small flutter kicks with the legs. Trying to keep the body still on the roller. Keeping the spine imprinted. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, rest the feet. And then last one here, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs up. Slide the feet from right to left. Trying to keep the body still on the roller. Working the obliques with this one. For 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Then take your time coming off the roller. We'll turn it just sideways across the mat. Supporting the head, we'll just roll out the thoracic spine. So lift the hips up, drop the head back. Rolling into the mid-back. And gently twisting to the right. And then to the left. And then we'll come off the rollers. Put it to the side. And then we'll come down onto our side for the last few, just working on the glutes a bit more. So lift the top leg up, lift the bottom leg to touch, and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the top leg. Make sure you keep the leg nice and long. Don't let it come up like this. Really keep reaching away. Isolating the gluteus medius muscle here. 3, 2, 1. Small circles. Try to keep the bottom leg up if you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big circles. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Then switch directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Bend the knees, grab the top of the ankle. Sorry, keep the bottom leg straight. Stretching out the quads in front of the thigh. Then take your time flipping to the other side, and we'll do the same exercises. Lifting both legs up. Top leg up and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the top leg up. Lift the bottom leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift the top leg up. Small circles forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Straight into big circles. So remember to stay in front of the bottom leg. So it should almost look like a D. So don't let it swing back like this. You really want to stay in front. This just helps to protect the low back. 3 more. 2, 1. Switch directions. 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. Good. Rest the legs down, grabbing the ankle. And making sure to tuck the rib cage down. And then letting go of the ankle, we'll come onto our backs, and just to finish off, stretching out the legs. So hugging that right knee into your chest, shoulders relaxed. Right arm out to the side, twisting across. Keeping that right shoulder down. Back to the center, left knee in. Holding in nice and tight. Left arm out to the side, left knee across. Back to the center, right ankle over the left knee. Grabbing behind the left thigh to stretch out the glutes. And switching over, left ankle over the right knee. And then left foot down, straightening up that right leg to stretch out the hamstrings. And then for a change, bend the knee, hold the knee and the thigh in tight, and then straighten the leg up. This will just stretch out the semimembranosus and tendinosus. So there are 2 other hamstring muscles that are just deeper. And you get those by hugging the knee in tight and then straightening up. So you should just feel this a little bit deeper into the back of the thigh. Then switching over. So this, with the leg straight, gets the hamstring muscles that cross the knee joint, called the biceps femoris. And then when we bend the knee, we get the other 2. So bend the knee, hug the thigh in, and then straightening from there. And you should feel that further back. And then bending the knee And then we'll just finish with that.